guys, it's Trisha. Welcome to the Influencer Podcast. Our first episode depicts our business journey towards starting our business to become an empire with a twist, because you will never believe that being as big as Amazon, providing specialist services, you should think that we should have a horde of customers with us, having survived the cost of living and falling really low because of the cost of living, or having survived COVID-19, and falling really low because of the cost of living. Wait a minute, I'm gonna get my coffee. Here you go, let me have a sip. Let me adjust my microphone. I'm adjusting it so we look good and powerful. There, I think, is better. Let me sit in front of it and everything. Oh, a bit closer to me. Yeah. You know, sometimes your preparation is a key to elevation, people. So ensure that when you prepare for your business, you always look good, ready. So doing your microphone setting and ensure that you sounding nice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is always important. Plus that help you be in a mood to convey your subject congruently. So, welcome to Girl Friday Influencer Podcast, where we have honest conversation about business marketing leadership and the challenge nobody's prepare entrepreneur for. Then the fly. Get away from me. I am Trisha Amable of Girl Friday. Today, I'm sharing one of the hardest chapters of my business journey. It was really hard, but we didn't feel it as, oh, it's so hard that we are going to give up. No. Because at Girl Friday, we are trailblazer ourselves. That's why we divide the Cat Got the Cream online business school by ourselves. It took us 3 years to do it, and now we are training in a new innovative training. It's really innovative because in the 1980s, they started doing the training for large businesses where it was about 1 hour for leadership training, either in-house or somewhere else, or half an hour, because they thought those people are busy, very busy, managing people and trying to win deal for the companies they work for. But really, they do not have any marketing knowledge assigned to them. That's never near and there. That's why the cat got the cream is there for executive leadership. So, our business journey started back in 2025. To be precise, the 5th of June 2025. After recovering from our business being stolen by Anna Grover in 2009. So really, we started our business in 2007. And within 3 years, in 2009, our business was stolen. I never knew those things could happen to anyone. Trust me, I never knew this. So I was dumbfounded, distraught, so much so that in 2012, the 22nd of July 2012, I actually quit Virtual Girl Friday. The urge was so strong that I didn't see any way to carry on my business. Plus, Anna Grover who copied exactly my website, she called herself Virtual Girl without the z.co.uk, just like us. So what did happen naturally? When people ask me, what is your business, Trisha? I said, Virtual Girl Fridays with a Z. Some people didn't hear the Z. So they go online, on Google, Virtual Girl Friday without the Z, falling on her website. So, after a while, I realized that my customers were dropping again. And I said, huh? Why is that? Suddenly, I'm cellmate. Cellmate is my new word created. It means a business having very little sale or no sale. So, my persona wanted me to carry on. So I keep on promoting myself relentlessly, targeting people, businesses on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And I carry on, but I've got very few sales. And one day, my daughter, the youngest one, asks me, her name is Caprice. My daughter Caprice asked me, Mom, what is your website? So I said to her like this, Virtual Girl Friday with a z.co.uk. She went online and said to me like this, Mom, you have two websites? I said, no, I don't have two websites. I only have one. What are you talking about? So I went and checked. And I said, I'm dumbfounded. I look exactly the same. No difference. Even my text, copy and pasted, boom. She couldn't take the picture. She had the sense to create her own picture or take some picture, and put it on her site. But it was the same service down to the point. They were nothing changed. It's just like copy, paste. Pure plagiarism is called. The whole lot. She took Anna Grover. So, me being naive, I thought People can't do that. People can't steal people's business. How on earth people can do this? And on the top of that, they did say when you have a domain name, it's kind of protected. Nobody can have the same domain name as you. Well, she didn't have the same fully. She just had one letter missing. It was Virtual Girl Fridays, me, and her Virtual Girl Friday. But nevertheless, that difference was enormous. So I needed to process the hurt because that was traumatic to me. Anything can be trauma to people. We all process trauma differently. So that was traumatic to me. So I quit my business. And you will discover how we overcome it. We have to stop there for a short commercial break. Hi guys, if you enjoy today's episode, please like, subscribe, and turn on notification. Every subscription helps us create more practical business marketing and leadership content for UK businesses. Thank you for being part of Girl Friday community. Yeah guys, I was telling you how I overcome my business being stolen. Well, it wasn't easy. So what I went and do is look for a job because I said to myself, well, my business is not working. So I might as well get a job because I've got children to raise and so on. So I applied for a job, but I didn't get a permanent job because I come from my own business. So I worked for Garbage Management for a total of 7 years until 2015, until I was self-employed still, but through Garbage Management. Until I realized that I wanted my business back and I processed the hurt. So we were in 2015, and on the 5th of June 2015, I restarted Girl Friday, Virtual Girl Friday, to distance myself from the theft. I changed the domain name. I call our business Girl Fridays, but I like my Girl Friday, so my true business name is Girl Friday without the days, the Z, comma, Girl Fridays. So we built a website and we plug along. But this time, Girl Friday was built with a bold vision to become the online destination where UK businesses could access everything they need to grow, from website design, digital marketing, to business support, planning, admin services, and strategic guidance. So 2015 happened. Then in 2016, what did we do? We had the luck of the startup and we beat the fallacy of small business, which will be becoming the theme of our build-up of our online empire industry leader, first of its kind, because we saw a problem with the UK small business. They all suffered from the fallacy of small businesses, meaning giving their money away before they make it, with high number of discount, such as 80% discount or 60% discount or 70% discount, and they are startup, and they realize that after a year, when they declare their income to the HMRC, yeah, it's a loss. And they wonder why it's a loss. They didn't realize that giving that big amount of discount will hinder profit. And that is the fallacy of small business that we, when we restart, suffer from, because we've been told to give a few discounts. The naysayer came too, being told to tell us like this, or give discounts so you can have customer, which was ridiculous. But because we restarted, we thought, oh yeah, maybe to acquire customer we should give big discount, which was ridiculous. We quit that at year one. That was finished, mate. We do not do this anymore. We overcome the fallacy of small businesses. So, in 2016, we got limited. And we became Girl Friday Limited. We started having a horde of customers, the luck of startup, basically. So, we have customers, we meet a lot of church people, because face-to-face work a lot. Because I went among my community in Camberwell and spoke to the businesses. The people who didn't have a website on their side, and I offer to build a website for them. A few people take it, and that's how Girl Friday started. We built a couple of websites. Perfect Care Solution and Perfect Property website. That was my first customer who gave us 2 websites to do, plus admin for 5 years. The local businesses around the area used us a lot. So, with this, we were able to increase our supplier and trademark Girl Friday with all our services. Because we remember that our business was stolen from Anna Grover of Wolverhampton, and to stop this happening, because we saw the big vulnerability of having an online business, yeah, the whole lot could be stolen. So the only protection that I had was to trademark myself. And now in 2026 we have 3 trademarks. But we did trademark in 2017 the whole services, the whole website. And in 2021 we trademarked the domain girlfridays.com. Girlfriday, girlfriday.com is a trademark, and that was trademarked in 2021 to ensure that nobody steal our business. So you see what's happened. If nobody ever stole my business, I would not have done trademarking so much trademark. So what that goes to show people that when somebody does something to you, we react, we adjust, and we adapt. Adaptability in business is key. So we needed mentoring, because when we start up and restarted our business, well, we didn't really know about business. Yeah, we didn't know. We were clueless, really, plugging along with what we knew, because we come from that we were a service manager before we started our business for two care home in the UK, in Streatham actually, Valleyfield and Conyers House, managing 11 staff. So our knowledge of business was mainly what we learned when we were a service manager, but that's about it. But running your business as your own boss is totally different. You're no longer working for somebody anymore. You're working for yourself. You are making all the business decisions that there is. You are in charge of your own admin, your own accountancy, your marketing to go and get customer. You are in charge of your finance, of everything a business do and need to become sustainable. This is what's happened when you decide to be your own boss and start your business. So come to 17, we trademark. We also access mentoring because one of our competitors called us, Amable. He thought I was his competitor, so he called us. Amable called us to tell us, oh, I know somebody called Mavis Awanka of Redivision. She offers business loan to start up, and she also have event. He didn't call mentoring, he calls them event. Business and marketing event. So I got interested because I saw here an opportunity for me to learn more about business and marketing. So, because I was always on LinkedIn, promoting myself on LinkedIn, because on LinkedIn, this is where the businesses are. So, I come across Coffee Morning. Let's have a drop of coffee. Oh, by the way, life with more learning about business is good. Life with more learning about other people culture is good. Hashtag knowledge. So, find out if I attended the event or not. If you found value in today's episode, we'd really appreciate your support. Please like, share, subscribe, and share this video with another business owner. Every new subscriber helps us bring you more business topic, expert insight, and practical strategy that make a real difference Thank you for supporting Girl Fridays. Hi guys, so what do you think? Did you think that we attended maybe Sawanka event or we didn't take the bait? Well, here's a reveal. Yes, the offer was good, so we attended for 18 months. So here how it happened. Basically, after the phone call of Amable son informing me that Mavis offer loan for small businesses, I applied for a loan from Mavis Sawanka. That was refused. She asked me my business plan, which was very detailed. It has my profit and account done, including my break-even analysis done, and I was a little startup, yeah? My financial journey was in there already, including my marketing, my business vision, and so on. So Mavis, which was 30 years in business, I learned this when I attended her event, look at my application and refuse it. She asked my business plan, which I sent to her via email, and she replies that we cannot offer you a loan and your business plan is all like 2 pages only. So I reply, thank you, but we are a startup. We only started 3 years. We are 3 years in, so that's why our business plan is only 2 pages. So I went on LinkedIn, naturally, like I do, and I saw an ad from Mavis Sawanka, Rich Vision, offering event in business and marketing, titled Coffee Morning with Mavis, 9:30 Hilton Hotel. It was an Eventbrite link. So I clicked the link, register my interest, and that is it. I attended the first event, business event. I liked it so much and I learned so much about business and marketing along attending the event of Mavis Sawanka. I started doing university too. So in business, event and marketing. So in tandem of going to Mavis event, I was doing my university for 3 years too. So I got my degree in marketing. But Mavis, I attended for 1 year and a half, every month, without fail. Why is that? It's because when you need something and you think it's conducive for you, you will attend it, because this is part of your business journey and it's something that you need, and it's something that I needed. I really needed it. So I find the person who was conducive to my business. And Mavis event were very good. The information that she was giving us was very useful. She was encouraging us to promote ourselves with our business card, our flyer, outside too, but not just online, but face to face with people, creating events like she was doing. And she wasn't saying online to promote yourself online, because I remember telling her that my business is online, Mavis, and online social media is also good to promote yourself. She said also to us that she was 30 years in business, but business was not easy. She stressed out a lot that business is not easy. It's hard, it requires determination and persistence. Mavis had offices and about 2 businesses. She had Rich Vision and Woman Like Me. And she even developed a app created Woman Like Me. Those are her business. And Arthur did everything that she had. When it was time for, because Mavis also give award to businesses. Yeah, that's another thing she does. Not only money, but she give award to people. So when it was time for giving a award, a biannual award, yeah, I applied, never knowing that I would get an award. I will also apply to be government accredited through DWP. I did. I didn't know if I was going to get that neither, but I thought that I should do it because I'm limited, and that could help me have more customers. Find out what happened. True for this. But nevertheless, I thought that would help me get more customers. So I put an application there. 2. So I applied for the award. Mavis wanted in a form if we overcome any business issue and also our finance. In year 3, we made our first profit. And what I call profit is profit. We made £419. And that was very small profit, but it was a profit nevertheless. Yeah? So, that impressed the judges. That's how I got an award. Because I was a startup in year 3. You know, nobody expects you to do anything, to be honest. I've noticed that. So when you declare a little profit of £419, which is profit, not a loss, a profit, even though it's very small, that is impress some people, and it did. So on my form, I put the truth. I didn't lie. I was authentic. I just said, well, Anna Grover stole my business in 2009. I quit. I restarted Girl Friday in 2015. I said I was applying for government accreditation, and that's in the pipeline. I say it like this, that's in the pipeline, because no decision was made. And I said, when the part where she has finances of your business, I said my business is healthy. We are a startup, 3 years in, coming from, that's how I say it, coming from our business being stolen, and declaring to the HMRC £419 profit. That is something to celebrate. That's all I say. Little did I know that within 6 months, I received an email telling me that I'm considered for an award. Yeah? And that if I get the award, I will be having a 10-minute radio slot with Mavis talking business and marketing, and a place in the magazine. So they asked me to give them a picture of me with my logo and for the magazine, and a short description of Girl Fridays, what we provide, and the service that we offer to UK SMEs. So I sent all this to her, including my design logo with our services. Boom. I sent it and waited. The judges selected me, so I got an award, but I wasn't told. I was told in a way that you got it, but still a little surprise. That's how it was done. It was done beautifully, actually. Just asking me information before, and that's it, just in case I get it. But really, I already got it. So, but I didn't know that. So, I submitted everything Mavis asked, her team asked, and they invited me to a award ceremony with NatWest and Ridge Vision. I received this telling me that, like this, if you are awarded an award, this is where the ceremony will take place. It was all under a big if. But my body said to me, and the way the information was presented, I said, why they ask me to picture for magazine and information for the magazine and information about the ceremony if I didn't get an award? So I thought I got it. But until confirmation was done, I couldn't say I got it. So I provided all the information that they wanted. Done. I did. Then, what happened? We all receive an invitation to go to the people who were supposed to have got the award. Yeah? We all receive an invitation to have our 10-minute radio slot with Mavis Awanka in Norwood. They informed us that it was 1,000 listeners. So nevertheless, when my invitation arrived, we went. Brand new startups, 3 years in, little profit into, we went. Address to the 9. I reached the interview, and there's me and Mavis at the radio, and the whole of London or the UK hear me talking about business and marketing. That was so fucking fantastic, amazing. I was on the roll. I was so proud of me because I was thinking my business just got stolen, and now within 3 years, Trisha is even on the radio. Yeah. Like life is. Hmm. Yeah, find out what happened. So, we were so pumped that we got an award. And do you want to know the title that they gave us? Because I still think it's ground, even though I took it to earth. Let me tell you right about now, you'll be amazed. Because even me, I was amazed of the title we got. The most influential, inspirational black business in Britain. Have you seen the grand title that it is? At the time, it didn't fit our development whatsoever. But if I tell you a title like this went inside my head and I took it to earth to become the most influential, inspirational black business in Britain. I never knew that would happen. No. But it did. We work tirelessly to build what we believe was an industry leading business. We invested our time through meditation and visualization in our bath water every day, relaxing with two questions in our mind. How could we beat our competitor because the market is saturated? And how to build an industry leader empire monopoly. Little did I know that the floodgate would have opened. Our knowledge and our passion into helping other business succeed grew. For 8 years, we developed sell theory. The first one was because we were dealing with difficult customer in 2018. So we done the star sell principle. Then in 2020, we were so knowledgeable about the marketing and business because our experience of promoting ourselves, acquiring customer, and all the customers that we help, who help shape our business, we started creating a book called The Manual, The Core Asset Plus the Seller, a winner combination, and the core asset of marketing with its dual implementation support system, the seller. Writing all our business deal with the businesses around the area and further afield inside a book. Plus all the strategies and tactics that we use to acquire our customer, we put them there. We started putting template for your blog, template for email, template for sending an email, follow up, telesell, all type of information, building a pipeline, building your sales funnel, moving people through your sales funnel. Make sure that your customers are returning. We wrote the manual. Now the manual is, and we also started to complete in 220 the seller, which is attached to the manual and evaluation system online. I told you the floodgate open. So during that period of 8 years, this was me updating the entire marketing industry. You would not believe it. Even me, myself, I didn't realize what I was doing. I was just working tirelessly, putting my knowledge on Microsoft Word, using Canvas to design, promoting myself, getting customer for 8 years solid. Every day in my bathwater, meditating, and I see the theory coming. I run sometime naked in my office to design the theories that I saw. The theory of the days that I saw, to design it. I'm the fucking naked running all over like a headless chicken inside in my office. Good job I work from home, people, because if I was working from outside for somebody else, I'd be arrested. Yeah? Yes, I would be. But the point, this is what happened, and I'm not joking. This is what fucking happened. And here you go. I design it. Then I start typing, and I'm not even dressed. I start typing. I was like on a roller coaster. Then 220, everything come crashing. A full bug infection. Who wanted to kill me? I had all type of bug inside me. Fly. I had larvae inside me. I had the names that I can't even say inside me. You just need to read the book that I wrote, The Bathroom Fight a Bug Story, to cope with the invasion. But these things that stopped me from my development, I don't know, I was on an hamster wheel, yeah? Typing, meditating. I don't know. But it was that I was selected, chosen to update the entire marketing industry. That's how I felt. So fighting the bug for 4 months until I remove every single one of them. But what I was doing that, I separated myself from the event. I don't know how many people can do this. Trust me, I do not know how many people can do this. But when you suffer a severe infection like this, your body is miraculous, to be honest, because in order to be able to cope, because my body, I don't want to scare anyone, but I had bug coming out of my face, out of my hand, out of all my body. I was basically shedding. My pores were open, not that much, but I could see they were open. I had laser eyes, I could see they were open. And bugs were coming out because I was eating things to kill them. Oregano, for example, is such a bug killer. with olive oil, black pepper, oh, brought that in. Lord, it just killed all bug. But I did more than that, and I started writing everything because I was detoxing my body. And I wrote a book in a time of war. There's bunkers, there's character, everything is in there. There's two-headed monster and his posse. Yeah, the book is fantastic. It's called The Bathroom Fight, a Bird Story. That's happened in 2020. And in order to cope, this is what I've done. But do you think that will stop me from building Girl Friday? No, because while I recover, my brain went back to the theory. And I ended up doing 28 cell theory. Until now, you have the loop. After 11 years. But for that 8 years solid, I wrote several books simultaneously. Like my genius mind went, this is the time to update everything, ended up writing 58 books, business and marketing, doing 3 years of podcasting, and writing up to 226, 234 blog articles. But in that 8 years period, I wrote over 200 business and marketing articles. 3 or 4 every month. Every month. There were an article coming out of me. Every month. Podcast. I did 3 years of it. Yeah, I was on a roll. This was amazing. It was being on an hamster wheel and updating, creating. Total of 8 years. Then I started realizing that I have created your audience attraction matrix. Your time metric, the time in. Yeah? Then segmenting the market. Then your complementary cell driver. Then your main cell driver. Then I created the psychological consumer theory model, the behavior of people. And we have commentary because the book, the manual was created because I was keep on updating the manual, and the people for my theory came. Yes, they came and verify them and criticize and me saying, me talking about them and everything. Then after that, keep on updating the manual. I started piecing together the loop. So I went on Canvas and put the audience first, then the time metric here, the timing, then in the middle I put the market, and then I put the main cell driver, then the complementary cell driver, and link them by arrow, because in a market, you first have your audience, that's where they come from. So the audience. Then there's a timing to get customer, so there were an arrow going there. And a title saying engagement, and to get sale, you first need to get lead. It's not exactly that I said, to be honest. No. It will come back to me. Then I put the timing, the time matrix. Then, in a market, 2 arrows coming down, you have your main cell driver and your complementary cell driver there. That was a skeleton of what is the romantic cell process now with Amable cell method, the loop, sold on La Boutique for £1.3 million that you can buy in dollar or pound, going through the secret door. Itsumitsu no to be rice. So I created the skeleton of the loop. Then, sitting down at my desk, I was so tuned to it that even sitting down at my desk, I start developing theories. My egg, the promotional model, with C equal NC2 square, the rule of cell. That came in my bath, on my towel. I saw Einstein, I couldn't believe it. I saw his theorem, and I said, no, it's not that, it's C equal NC2 square. And I swear, when I did this one, I didn't even wash myself. I just run upstairs and just type it and call it the rule of cell. I said, and I put everything underneath. So that's because I'm a coder and I like math. I think that's why that's happened. Because I could see mathematics with customer acquisition that we could actually do math and put them in number. So I did C equal NC2 square. And I even done the workout, how I got that, and put that in the cellar, just in case somebody wanted to know. Because I was updating the cellar too, in the same time that I was updating the book. Now, we are in 2026, and I'm thinking to myself, you were on an answer will, Trisha, because frankly, that development is very fast. 8 years, to be honest. Yeah? I just did. You just gave me, it's just like somebody gave me one major title, the most influential, inspirational black business in Britain, and that's opened the floodgate, to be honest. It did. No joke. It really did. I'm gonna have a coffee. But it's really, really did. And when you think about it in insight, yeah? When you think about it in insight, it is very fast. I really took my our title to heart. Let me get some milk for that coffee. I'm back. But to be that was really fast. When I really think about it in insight, 8 years to update a whole marketing industry, that is quite fast. Coming from a major bug infection is nothing short of a miracle. That's how I see it. It really is. So I was telling you I completed in 222 to 24, and also on the 22nd of July 2022 I stopped smoking. Cold turkey like this. After 54 years of smoking. Is it 54? Because I put that on YouTube. I was so shocked that I did it. And happy that I finally beat it. Because I was 11 when I picked up my first cigarette. Can you imagine? It took all of me until I was, well, I'm not saying my age, but was it my 40? Yeah, something like this. But I'm not saying when my age to you. I don't think it mattered. So I pieced together theories and I started writing the non-obvious explosive ideas at work. My little theory book. Because I thought my development need to be put somewhere. Most people do one theory throughout history. Trisha did 28 of them. So even Simon Sinek did only the why, which I thought it was lazy thinking, but nevertheless, everybody's calling him a big genius. That was in 2009. How funny. In 2009, Simon Sinek rose. Trisha go down. In terms of event. Yes, they stole my business by Anna Grover in 2009. You see the parallel? The guy who done one theory and I did 28 of them. Yeah, nevertheless. Anyway, 28 of them. Come to 20, we do 26, so 26 to 25 to 20. Come to 23. I realized that I have so much content developed. Look at the amount of blog posts I've done, the amount of theory was not 28 yet, it was 25. I said 25 theory, started piecing together I didn't call it the cell method or even the complete system, cell process. It took time, it went gradually. So once I did that little skeleton, I call it the lead. That's a lead model. And it was a lead model because you had your audience, your timing, your main cell driver, and your complementary cell driver there. And your market bang in the middle. So, in which year do you think I finished the aromatic cell process, the loop with Amable cell method? Yeah, so I was saying that development was very fast. 8 years to develop the entire marketing industry. Because not only I was doing theory, but I created my video books and my flyer video. And also I was developing Girl Friday, my business, new services, La Boutique, got bigger. So I changed the name and I called it La Boutique. La Boutique. Because we had a few ebook and a few books already to put in there. So my online store, my book online store, started growing a bit bigger, all by myself. I didn't have kitted out yet, no, but La Boutique. And Girl Friday was looking established now, because so we were looking more serious business. We were not fledgling anymore as such. We look grown. Because the government called us and told us like this: you need staff now, Trisha. Yeah, I get a call from the gov. Would you believe it? First it was Amable, then after it was the government who called me. Yeah, and they told me like this: you're gonna get autonomy, looking at CVs, making decisions, and hiring people. When did I receive this? Into 26, development happened to 20, bug infection to 21, into 21. I beat my bug infection into 21. Then the client were there, we had money, we start declaring profit and profit. So we had a 2,900 profit, and that's profit, but still a small profit for the government. This is what they called me in 2021 to tell me start, because the profit declared was £2,920. Things were on a roll, but not really on a roll, and we were not taking things for granted whatsoever. No, because I was on my own, but I was on an hamster wheel. So carry on developing. We realized that we had too much content. So this is how the Cap Got the Cream online business school happened. We started creating our own business school, developing the course MBM, Master Business Marketing, Master in Business and Marketing course, the only one course online, with innovative strategies and tactics that never been done before and nobody ever used. And we realized that the course has its own manual, the core asset plus the seller. And for university, we created the core asset of marketing, which is dual implementation support, the seller. And for businesses, we created the core asset plus the seller, a winner combination. And we built the school in 3 years, very fast too. But we already had the content. So we just put it, organize it very well in the school. And all that was under one domain, girlfridays.com. So we added the business school. The business school was not finished yet. We did all the skeletons, the course, all the information provided, everything was prepared. Maybe I got all this because I always believe throughout my life that preparation is the key to elevation. That is me. I always believe that since I'm knee-high, you need to prepare in order to elevate. I used to say that to the people that I was supporting. Preparation is the key to elevation. So that hamster wheel never stop. Oh no, because I said 8 years to develop the entire marketing industry and 11 years of business now, and you will see what's happening now. It's amazing. So, I developed, created the book, perfection the playbook and the manual. Keep on developing Girl Friday to what it is now. Now, let's forward everything to 24. I added the people to the skeleton of the romantic sale process. What is now the romantic sale process? I thought, yes, it's missing the people because who we are selling to? We're selling to people. We're not selling to animals. So I add the people and how we feel about self, how we feel about ourselves. 7 criteria. The psychological, consumer, need and want model. Added to the market. Pointing like this. Then I thought, I send my business card and flyer all the time. I do my sale letters. I send about 100 letters to businesses in the UK regularly through the post office. A few reply. So, multi-channel strategy work is not omni-channel strategy only. So, I developed what I call MAE, the golden hour principle with C equal NC2 80-20. 80% of what you do, 20% of people access it. And in the middle, C equal NC2 square. Egg shape. Call it the golden hour principle because it takes only 1 hour to do a copywriting, to post it online or to write a letter and send it, or to do an email marketing. Take only an hour. But only 20% of people access it. Yep. So, after I did this, I plug along, carry on. We have customers, but I've noticed they gradually disappearing. We are in a cost of living, the aftermath of COVID-19. With the gradual customer declining, the theories are produced also, they're not as fast anymore. They're gradually going down. So I'm still at 25, but I keep on building my school. Then adding content to the school. But my customer gradually disappear. I've got less because of the cost of living. So I have all my returning customers, of course, who love me, who come and use my services, mainly admin and website design and social media marketing. That was still very strong. And Trisha, in 2022, we have to be honest there, my business started to go a little bit down. Even though I was still profitable, but Because of the cost of living in the UK was so strong, I needed financial support. So in 2022, I claimed welfare benefit to help me. Because my customer dropped so much that I could not pay my rent. So things changed. But I was more mature and more sturdy. And I've realized that with the amount of things I created, we couldn't give up Girl Friday. No, we couldn't quit. But we needed financial support, so we claimed welfare benefit. Little did I know that we were going to stay 3 years, 3 months on it. But what is funny, during that time, that 3 years, 3 months that I was on welfare benefit and I did very little sell, I keep on building my business school until it is what it is now. I keep on building it. It looked like I had a quiet time because even me, myself, I said, I am at the best of me right about now. Less noise around me. I can concentrate and build because I felt it when I was building something. It was a strong feeling inside me, a strong desire to produce, to help the UK small business. Because I had in my head that they all suffer from the fallacy of small business giving their money away before they're making it. So my desire to help was so strong. I built Girl Friday with a customer in my shoes. You know what I mean? With my customer in mind. Yeah? And I felt it that I needed to build during that quiet time. So 3 years, 3 months on, not bad, 3 years, 3 months on universal credit to help. The cost of living is biting the UK, people tightening their purse. So my services were not, even though they are in demand, they were not priority. Because I provide specialist services and specific services to UK businesses. Then something changed. Clients stopped coming altogether. But Trisha was still in a mode of relentless promoting. And also in my head I say, oh, I want new word. Mary Curry as find out what she. Hi guys, if you enjoy today's episode, please like, subscribe, and turn on notification. Every subscription helps us create more practical business marketing and leadership content for UK businesses. Thank you for being part of Girl Friday community. Mary Curry had 2 words from her beloved Poland. She coined 2 new words in physics. So I thought, why she got 2 words and me, I don't have any. So I decided that I wanted my own word. So I was still meditating in my basket, I still do. But theory wasn't coming to my head like it did before. No. And suddenly, a new word came to me. cellmate. And I thought, okay, and that could mean very little cell, my current situation, or no cell. So again, with my naked state, I just went upstairs and wrote the definition of cellmate, and I said, in business, we can be cellmate. Find out the definition, the full definition on our page lexicon. Hi guys, if you enjoy today's episode, please like, subscribe, and turn on notification. Every subscription helps us create more practical business marketing and leadership content for UK businesses. Thank you for being part of Girl Friday community. So, my word cellmate came, and the second word is a human advantage. I posted it on LinkedIn because I was so proud. So I did a video about the human advantage because I realized that we beat our competitor. So I created the word human advantage, which is having a one-up on the competition. But nevertheless, we were in a cellmate cell state. No cell. So, the client stopped coming. Like many business owners, we discover that building an outstanding business is not the same as building a predictable flow of sales. Even though we created the romantic sale process, the loop, which didn't come into 25, where the no sale was more noticeable. I thought that I was going to reap what I saw as normal. When you look at the amount of content Trisha put on Girl Friday, we look so sturdy, so serious, so strong. We beat COVID-19, have profit. In 2025, we declare 13,995 pound profit. So it's just like we were not powering the show or doing things by ourselves, but targeting the right people and helping the people. We had one sale into 25, then another one from Stephen Fraser. I did a website for him, therapy website. He liked his domain name, but the website is no longer there. But this was in 2025. Therapy Happy was the domain. And after that, something changed. It was really the desert where nothing is there. Clients stopped coming. So we experienced a huge economic downturn in school. Yes, Girl Friday was on the brink of dying. If I didn't have the support of my daughter, I don't think Girl Friday will still be there. Because my youngest daughter started helping me. Maybe she saw that her mom was so serious and keep working at home and trying to get my stuff and things like that. She even saw me there in 225, 10 of October. I was having an induction with Amable. He was a suitable candidate to help me with The Cat Got the Cream, being the first staff with me, business marketing consultant, to help me run the Cat Got the Cream online business school, providing strategy and tactic to executive and C-suite. But it turned out that didn't pan out neither, because he did something unspeakable. And that's helped me build more policies for my business, but employment policies. So we started doing employment policies and employment policy to put that in our HR part. That's how Girl Friday was built, People came to help us do things. But nevertheless, he didn't get the job, and I developed the conditions that to be re-employed in Girl Friday, it takes 2 years. Then after, you can reapply for a post. And 225 continue. So October, November, still no sale. December 225, I become a little bit despondent. It was one of the hardest lessons I've ever had to learn. There were moments when I questioned everything. Should I give up? But when I look at what I developed over now 10 years, it was a hard decision to make, to quit everything. I started remembering that people at the beginning of my business I've seen had promoted that it takes roughly 10 years for a business to make it. And I look at me and I said, look, we beat our competitor. We already written 58 books. We have 27 series, 3 years of podcast. We have La Boutique. We have 233 blog articles. We have kitted out. We just partner with that skipped my mind, but come back. We just partner with Printful. So, what is happening? Then, toward the end of 225, how many customer returns? 3 of them. The constant promoting. Then I receive a call from Leighton Morgan. Well, it's significant because only 3 of my return customers came back. So Leighton Morgan about his admin and his invoices. So we did that. We charged him. And he said to me now he's going to university. And I said, what course do you do? He said, a business course at uni. I said, okay, fine. Then he wanted me to type his essay that he wrote by himself. But I said we no longer charge £20. So it's 105 for the day. He thought it was too expensive, and he said he will find somebody who can do it for £20 for him. So I said, good luck. We learned also that we do not accept every single gig coming our way. Then the next customer came. That was my ex-partner, who always find me impressive, but he wanted me to help him with putting his CV on the universal credit and contacted the what is it? What was it he wanted me to contact? I'm not supposed to tell you because I've got the information there. Confidentiality is key in business. We can't tell everything that our customer said. There is confidentiality. We did our confidentiality policy too. We did. We have so many policy up the wazoo. To be honest, I realized I created a lot by myself. I really did it by myself, no help. I'm proud of me, but we are experiencing a economic downturn because of the cost of living. So after those three customers come, December arrived, we did our December promotion. But it didn't take. So I became a little bit despondent. But not that despondent that I can't continue. So there were moments when I questioned everything. Because I was given the key to update the marketing industry, but now it's like nobody's using me. And my business has become an industry leader, online empire, innovative, and a specific monopoly where you can get every single services on the one roof. It took us short of 10 years to build all this. So one would think that you would have a horde of customers, but no, clients stop coming. So I was wondering that if everything I created was all the work worth it? Really? And that question popped in my head. Could Girl Friday survive? But something kicked inside me. It did. It did. Because I've realized that every setback teaches something. That success never can. And what it teaches is resilience, determination, and persistence can result in success. So with that in my head, I keep on promoting myself relentlessly. So we reached to 26. So instead of walking away, I went back to the drawing board. What I know how to do. I study what had happened. I already had my 2 words, yeah? I challenged my own assumption. The fact that I built an empire, I should have a horde of customers. I realized that the customer acquisition was about relatability too. That people should see my services in their life. That the business that I support should see all we to provide at Girl Friday in their life. That I should create a need for my services. A need. That they need me. That went inside me. Because I already built a business with my customer in mind. So I was thinking that, well, they will realize this. That's what I did for them. And that people were ungrateful. That's what even went in my head. That people were ungrateful, not using me. And look what I provided. That's a bit self-loaded. But honestly, that went there. Then another thought when I went on a roller coaster, to be honest. Another thought when is how I can make people see the value of having me helping them with their business. So I developed new ideas. The loop came about for the romantic sale process. See your audience, get their problem, trust the sale process, act swiftly. When those elements came, I put them around the complete cell system, which was called now Amable cell method, with the word loop underneath, a suggestion from AI. Actually, ChatGPT, not Gemini. A suggestion from ChatGPT. Because I took to ChatGPT because I didn't have nobody else to talk to. Every time I talk to my daughter about the fact that I want customer, I don't have customers, she said I'm mourning. Yeah? So I had to go to a program who didn't mourn about me. So I just tell about my setback. And would you believe, ChatGPT give me encouragement. I have to say that I give you that review there because I actually moan to AI about the lack of customer of Girl Friday, and that I created a whole empire and I don't have a customer inside. I actually moan to AI and they gave me so much encouragement. I didn't know that was possible, but they did. So, here you go. We started a journey with ChatGPT as my sounding board or my help, whatever you want to call it. But because my daughter didn't want to listen to me anymore, and she was Mrs. Nessaya. telling me, oh, you should quit, have a 2-day job and things like that. This is what I was hearing after 10 years. So it was negative Nancy. Yeah? So ChatGPT turned out to be not negative Nancy, but solid support and help, and telling me that everything will be all right, and that setbacks do exist, and that it does happen to business, and so on. I had structure support, not telling me to quit. So I challenged my own assumption. I developed new idea. And I finalized the romantic sale process with a on button and a tick, because I've realized that even though my customers were gone, none, clients stopped coming, I realized that people never leave the market. Never. Even when we dead, our loved one buy the coffin for us or the cremation. So therefore, we never leave the market. We enter as baby too. We can't buy anything when we baby. No, our parents buy for us. So therefore, we never leave the market. As the contrary that people thought that we were infrequent, sort of back in the 60s or 70s, that I changed it because I've realized that we never leave. Because as soon as we dead, somebody else is in the market and he can be our family. So you see, we always on. This is why I put on a romantic sale process the on with a button and a tick. And on the 24th of April to 26th, the romantic sale process was finalized. Now I said to sell it on La Boutique, which I done that at the beginning of 2026, created the whole website, the automation for the school, automatic the whole process by myself. So now you can register in a Cat Got the Cream because everything is sorted out. Everything is sorted out. And myself, everything is sorted out for the romantic sale process. So, as I say, I developed new idea, new framework, and a deeper understanding of why businesses experience what I call a mate. That frustrating point where growth shows or stop despite all effort I put in. And that's what I call in my new word, cellmate. Reflecting in your business is very important. Self-reflection. I did a blog post about it. I did a podcast about that. And I'm doing that all the time. So during that economic downturn, I decided to do my influencer podcast, the podcast that I'm doing now. Because Stephen Bartlett got successful with podcasting, the Diary of a CEO took off, he even got an article in a paper. He's criticizing about his podcast, but he's got an article in a paper. So Amable also told me when I told him about the first invitation of our influencer podcast, he informed me to add a calendar there in a form. So I did. So people can select their date that they want to attend. Our influencer podcast that I'm doing now is a restart of our podcast that we done previously for 3 years, that I told you at the beginning of my business, where sometimes I'm on my own and we have guest interview. So I decided that podcast is something into 26 which is popular. It was popular in 2019 too, but it has the resurgence. So here you go. I decided to create our new podcast, the Influencer Podcast, which is a good word, a good title to be honest, because since Mavis has given us the most influential, inspirational black business in Britain, the floodgate opened. I thought that the Influencer Podcast is a good title. So, this podcast isn't about failure. No, it's not. It's about resilience, innovation, and rebuilding stronger than before. So, if you're a business owner who ever felt invisible, struggled to win client, or wondered why your sales are slow, then this podcast is for you. Welcome to my journey. Welcome to the lesson behind Girl Fridays. And welcome, another welcome for you. And welcome to the conversation that could change the way you think about business growth forever. Because if you have listened carefully sorry, what to sneeze? My dear apology. Before we finish today's episode, I'd like to leave you with a question. What challenge have you overcome in your business that made you strong? Let me repeat. What challenge have you overcome in your business that made you strong? Or perhaps you're still in the middle of one. I'd love to hear your story. What obstacle tested your resilience? What lesson changed your way you lead your business? And what victory are you most proud of? Share your experience in the comment. Your story could inspire another entrepreneur who need encouragement today. Remember, every successful business has a story of struggle before it has a story of success, just like us. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and never stop believing in the future of your business. Because at Girl Friday, we believe every business has a story. Every setback has a lesson, and every entrepreneur deserves a chance to succeed. Thank you for watching the Girl Friday Influencer podcast. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and above all, fix the sell. Because people don't buy what you do, but the solution that meet their need. Trisha